Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hey everybody, it's Jeff. I got this neat video here about Cher, so let's go to that video here and maybe it'll make you laugh.
No. Anybody?
I mean, he's the most disingenuous man I've ever seen, Jaden said. And I want to tell you, my people will not believe him for a minute. The room fell silent. Does anyone have, any questions for Patty? Or for me? Jaden asked. No, I have a question. Silence. No? Anybody? Then boom. Jaden just dropped a verbal nuke on Trump. And Caroline, America's favorite press secretary turned rage machine, absolutely erupted. Like she just found out Starbucks ran out of pumpkin spice. What did Cher say? Why is Caroline foaming at the mic like a malfunctioning soda fountain? Buckle up, because this political soap opera just got deliciously unhinged. The people he will bring with him will put an end to any hope that women have of getting the rights that we had in Roe v. Wade, Cher declared. They will put an end to gay marriage. They will put an end to gay adoption. It's not going to hurt me. I'm 70. It's not going to do anything to me, but it's going to do stuff to young people. And that really scares me, and it really bothers me. And with that, it finally happened. Cher, the eternal queen of glitter, towering wigs, bedazzled jumpsuits, and Twitter rants so scorching they could melt steel beams, has spoken.
The people he will bring with him will put an end to any hope that women have of getting the rights that we had in Roe versus Wade. I believe they will put an end to any gay marriage. They will put an end to gay adoption. It's not going to hurt me. I'm 70. It's not going to do anything to me, but it's going to do stuff to young people. And that really scares me and it really bothers me.
And Donald Trump's comb-over hasn't known peace since. The moment she unleashed her verbal flamethrower, somewhere deep in the bowels of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's ego crumpled like a lawn chair at a sumo wrestling match. You could practically hear the sound of bronzer cracking under the weight of public humiliation. His spray tan probably filed for emotional distress. Cher didn't just clap back. She detonated a glitter bomb straight into Trump's fragile pride. Go find another job whose interests you align with, she seemed to say without saying it. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Meanwhile, Trump world scrambled. I think Governor Wallace, unfortunately, is living a sad existence after his devastating defeat on November 5th, said Jaden. I'm shocked he's speaking at nighttime. I thought his bedtime was earlier. Caitlin tried to move on. Taking your follow-up, Philip. Go ahead. But Jaden wasn't done.
Understand how the people were so desperate to pick this man. You know, this unbelievable narcissist who could change the face of our world if we let him. And the only thing that will save us is...
She didn't just call Trump out. She launched a verbal disco ball of fury, spinning straight into the orange abyss of his political career. It was a no-holds-barred takedown that hit like a wrecking ball of rhinestones and receipts. And guess who immediately lost her mind? Caroline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary and full-time MAGA hype woman, the human equivalent of a Trump bumper sticker with Wi-Fi, a talking point factory in heels, blasting out absurdities with zero self-awareness, like her only job was being the embodiment of Make America Great Again in human form. Understand how people were so desperate to pick this man, Cher continued. This unbelievable narcissist who could change the face of our world if we let him. And she didn't mince words. The only thing that will save us is you. Caroline, predictably, opted for a meltdown, which for her means sprinting to every Fox affiliate in reach, desperately trying to convince America that the real victim isn't the guy who hoarded classified documents in his sock drawer.
But now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. Thought you were making a face at my previous answer, so what's going on? It took me about a minute and a half to think of 5 things I did last week. I do 5 things in about 10 minutes. And I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics. Thank you.
Poor Donald Trump. Yes, poor baby Trump, who was just verbally thrashed by a woman in her 70s who still has a better fan base and stronger Wi-Fi than Caroline could dream of. Caroline's mission was clear: distract the public from Trump's obvious absurdity by pretending he's the martyr here. Classic. "I'm now regretting giving a question to the Associated Press," Jaden deadpanned. "Thought you were making a face at my previous answer." And just to keep things spicy, "It took me about a minute and a half to think of 5 things I did last week. I do 5 things in about 10 minutes. And I think it's insulting that you're trying to test my knowledge of economics." Boom, mic drop. Let's be real, Cher has survived Sonny Bono, Twitter trolls, the entire 1980s, and more fashion disasters than Trump has court dates. She's been through every cultural wave and came out rhinestoned and radiant. Now she's supposed to be afraid of a guy who thinks Diet Coke is hydration and spell check is liberal propaganda? Please. She's been through more chaos than Trump could even spell. When Cher comes for you, she doesn't miss. And Trump? He got scorched. Scorched like fake leather in a heat wave. With diva precision and legendary power, she obliterated him. "So, have to tell you something," she said. "If someone said that my daughter was a hot piece of ass, I would put my fist through his face. Someone who would bring down the country because he doesn't win? He deserves nothing. He does not deserve any kind of respect or loyalty. I don't think he has 2 moral fibers to rub together." And while Cher was being brutally honest, Caroline was throwing a tantrum on Newsmax, clutching a photo of Trump like it was a sacred relic, when really it looked like a promo shot from a bankrupt Atlantic City casino calendar. You could almost hear the photo's dignity scream in agony.
I have to tell you something. If someone said that my daughter was a hot piece of ass, I would put my fist through his face. Someone who would bring down the country because he doesn't win does not deserve anything, deserves nothing. He deserves nothing. He does not deserve any kind of respect, loyalty. I don't think he has 2 moral fibers to rub together.
Caroline called Cher's words an attack on the American people, which in MAGA speak translates to, "My boss's feelings got hurt, and now I have to scream about it on TV before I rage post." On Truth Social, it's the same MAGA playbook every time. Make a scene, throw some buzzwords around, and hope the outrage machine does the rest. Honestly, watching her was like watching a toddler throw a fit in a candy aisle, except the candy is made of recycled political nonsense and desperation sprinkles. Caroline's logic? If you scream loud enough and wave a Trump photo around, maybe people won't notice that your argument has the structural integrity of a wet napkin. Does the president feel he was misled by his national security advisors? One reporter asked. "I've now been asked and answered this question 3 times, Caroline huffed. The president feels the same today as he did yesterday. And no, she wouldn't take a follow-up. But let's rewind. Cher's takedown didn't come out of nowhere. It came after Donald Trump once again did what he does best. Babble on stage like a malfunctioning Alexa, looping between gibberish and threats. He confused Iran with IKEA, invented new syllables, and naturally found time to threaten civil war if he doesn't win the next election. Because nothing screams defender of democracy like threatening to burn it all down when your tanning privileges are revoked. It's the same tired circus, random phrases, incoherence, delusion, all wrapped in an increasingly tattered orange package. "I will be the greatest jobs president God ever created."
I will be the greatest jobs president that God ever created. I tell you that.
Well, you know, I have to admit that I appreciate your directness, and I will try and be as direct and honest with you as I possibly can be. I am positive that you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my...
Trump once shouted. "Sure, Don. I am positive that you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life," Cher fired back. And that was the final spark. Like Mount Vesuvius erupting on top of Trump Tower, Cher's tweet ignited the internet. She dragged his leadership like a clearance rack at Ross, unqualified, mislabeled, and probably covered in fake gold trim. Trump's camp didn't know what to do. This wasn't some bored journalist or late-night host. This was Cher. You can't discredit her. You can't mock her looks. She'll do it first. And better. And you definitely can't out-tweet her. She invented Twitter rage before Twitter was even a thing. Meanwhile, Caroline was on every network spinning like a carnival ride operated by someone with no depth perception. "They're spewing hate," she yelled. "They're trying to divide America," which is rich coming from the woman who works for a man who literally tried to divide America with a Sharpie on a hurricane map. "The Democrat Party has been completely captivated by far-left lunatics," she ranted. "And they don't stand for anything. They only stand against Donald Trump." She even claimed someone had wished death on the president.
The party has been completely captivated by these far-left lunatics. And I'm not sure which Democrat on Capitol Hill is going to stand up and be the sensible voice, but I won't hold my breath, and best of luck to them if one chooses to stand up. They are enjoying their lowest approval rating ever because this is who they are trying to represent. These far-left activists who don't stand for anything. They only stand against Donald Trump, and they hate, as you just heard from that one individual who wished death upon the president.
Got to hand it to Caroline. She's loyal, blindly loyal. The kind of loyalty you only see in golden retrievers or people trying to stay on payroll until the next indictment. She hit every channel she could find, screaming about elite celebrities while working for a guy who once tried to buy Greenland like it was on sale at Bed Bath & Beyond. Caroline's defense of Trump was so bizarre, you'd almost forget she's the same person who claimed Trump restored dignity to the White House. Dignity, as in the time he held a press conference next to a Sharpie-altered hurricane map, recommended disinfectant injections, and rage-tweeted about toilets. But to Caroline, Trump is a flawless demigod. Despite being impeached twice, indicted more times than he's been hugged, and more likely to end up in court than church.
And he lies. He tells something, and then you go back and you see what he said, and it seems like the truth both times. He's so terrific at lying. I've never seen anybody.
And when someone like Cher, who actually earned her place in American culture, calls him out, Caroline becomes a malfunctioning bobblehead, furiously nodding and sputtering like someone just insulted her MAGA-themed nail polish collection.
If you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates. Share your thoughts in the comments.